The P08 Luger is just one of those pistols that doesn't need much of an introduction. It has one of the most recognizable silhouettes in all the handguns that the world has ever produced. Even non-gun people can say, hey, that's a Luger. What makes the Luger so cool is the way it functions. You can see this cam built into the frame that is key to the operation of the gun. As the slide recoils, the toggle hits that cam and rises, forcing the shell to eject. Every time you pull the trigger, this occurs, and the toggle pops right back up, ejecting the spent shell casing, and when it comes back down, it loads another one into the chamber. This is almost unique to the Luger, and the action is absolutely incredible. Field stripping a Luger is no big deal. Put in an empty magazine, lock the toggle upwards, eject said magazine, rotate this little pin downwards, drop the toggle back down, and that will release both the plate on the side and the slide will come off. Pull this pin out, set it aside, and then the toggle comes out all the way. Now you can field strip it a little farther by taking the firing pin out and so on, but I usually just hit it with some brake cleaner. This particular Luger fires 7.65 parabellum instead of 9mm, 7.65 on the left. This gun is so iconic that people who aren't even interested in firearms can look at it and say, hey, that's a Luger. I don't know why this is, but they definitely made it for over 50 years, and it cemented its place in the culture. Loading a Luger magazine is actually very easy. Georg Luger had a great idea in putting a small button on the side that allows you to slide the magazine follower down and then push the rounds in individually. I would say only a double stack magazine is easier to load. Once you get 8 rounds in there, which is painstakingly easy, you're about ready to go. Pulling the toggle back releases it. And then once you pull the trigger, you understand why a Luger is an awesome pistol. The distinctive angle of the grip makes it an incredibly fine shooting firearm. It loads just like a modern pistol, the magazine releases in the same place as a modern pistol, and even the sights, while crude, do an effective job. I really enjoy shooting this gun, and it's not uncommon for me to take it to shoots where there's big, more expensive toys out there, but this brings me a smile just as big as those do. My friend Patrick here, shooting, agreed with me about the Luger. He said the grip angle and just the way everything functions makes it a unique shooting experience that everyone should give a try at least once. As a matter of fact, this can of generic store brand grape soda didn't stand a chance against the mighty P08 Luger. I don't think there's anything more fun than skipping a can around with a pistol. As you can see, pulling the toggle back is a little difficult. It's not as natural as a slide on a normal pistol, but it is reasonably easy nonetheless. Another cool feature is that when it's empty, the toggle locks upwards and it lets you know that the gun is empty. As you probably have experienced when teaching new shooters how to shoot the gun, or shoot a pistol, the slide locks back and then they pull the trigger again. That's not an issue with the Luger. The Luger is also easy to load quickly. While I'm not an IDPA or IPSC champion, you can see that here I'm working the gun reasonably fast and change the magazine just like I would try to in a competitive shooting event. And I'm sure that with practice I could speed that up. Again, we took a lot of footage this day because the Luger is just a fantastic firearm to shoot, and I don't know why I haven't brought it out of the safe in such a long time. But I sincerely enjoy this gun, and you can find them still for a reasonable amount of money. My friend Patrick is a much better shot than I, and he was even able to split a playing card in half from about 10 to 15 yards away on the first shot. So that about wraps up the P08 Luger. If you haven't shot one, I would really try and look around for one. There still are some deals out there, and I've found Lugers for under $1,000. This particular example is a 1920 commercial Luger made by DWM. And it's not collectible, it's not affiliated with the Third Reich or Imperial Germany, but that doesn't mean it's not a fine shooting gun and it doesn't have some allure. I would really suggest that If you're looking for something a little unique, why not pick up a Luger? Or at the very least, try and find a buddy who has one and shoot his. Thank you for watching our video on the Luger. If you liked it, please subscribe, and we'll get more content like this on the way. We really would appreciate a subscription thrown our way, and we appreciate you watching TFP TV. Also, for more information, check out thefirearmblog.com, and we'll keep the content rolling. Thanks again. This is Alex C. with TFP TV, and I'll see you next time.